Hello, everyone. I'm going. You guys get to see my Shango Unchained beard. I love it. I can't believe I'm getting to grow it. But I'm going through all the possible free agent acquisitions that we could use this weekend for the live show on Monday. Monday at 9 Central on YouTube. But this weekend is my anniversary weekend, and I know she's gonna come through that door any minute now and say, "Hey, let's go, blank, blank, blank." So I'm gonna be ready for you on Monday. So I put the reason why I'm making this video, I put the question to Twitter just to see what some of you guys, felt and the people that you guys want. And I know you're gonna put some down at the bottom of this video, and we'll try to go through all of them on Monday. So let's go to Twitter. All right here, Dennis Cooper says, what are we going to do about the safety position since we let Gerald Sensabaugh go? I hope that is a good question. That is a great question, Dennis. That's the first thing I saw when I heard about Spencer. My thoughts on Spencer were kind of muddied because I think we're all kind of confused on what we're doing with Spencer or what our plans are with Spencer, because we didn't want to sign him, before, and we didn't get the deal done earlier. So he had a great season. So we will give him make him franchise tag him and just see if anybody else wants him so we can trade him or see if we can resign. I don't know what we're doing. We're still Spencer's situation is still way up in the air. But the one thing I brought out of that is Gerald Sensabaugh. I'm not a huge Gerald Sensabaugh fan, but Gerald Sensabaugh is a very good athlete. He's very smart, and he is a plug-in out there at safety. If Church doesn't work out, or if Matt Johnson doesn't work out, then you have Sensabaugh to fall back on to know that he'll do at least a decent job. He was the one safety through the years that was not completely sucking. I'm not saying he was good at all, but he didn't completely suck. His one main drawback was he didn't get that many turnovers. So now we're left with really Barry Church, who's unproven. I mean, the whole world was on top of pumping Barry Church up during training camp last year, and I was very anxious to see him in real live action. But we still haven't seen that. I mean, he had very little live action, and we don't know what the separation between him and Danny McCray was. But we saw Danny McCray was not that good at the safety position. So Church is still a question with his play on the field, and then he's also a question with his injury situation. He's coming back from a pretty horrible injury. We go to the other guy, Matt Johnson, same situation. We don't know what he has because we haven't seen him in live action with in the NFL. So we don't even know if he can play in the NFL. Secondly, his injury issues. He's also got injury issues. Can he stay? And his are more chronic. That you can't, it's kind of like Miles, I think, with the hamstrings and stuff like that. It keeps coming and keeps coming. So we don't know what's going to happen either one about the safety positions. So in my opinion, if we do something with Spencer, or if we get money from the Romo restructure, that we need to get a safety. We really need to get a safety in. And I think, let's go on through, because I think people have some really good names. Here he goes first. Taj Dolsai. I'm sorry I'm butchering your names, but I butcher everybody equally. Signed both Deshaun Golston and Ed Reed. That's pretty much it. Golston is a physical safety. I don't know if he's a perfect fit for Monty Kiffin's defense, because his coverage, if he's lacking for anything, it's kind of in his coverage. He's not lacking for his hitting. He's not lacking for his tackling or anything of the physical part of being a safety. Golston he's very good. Ed Reed is one of my favorite players of all time, of course. But Ed Reed, when we played Baltimore, he looked like he had lost not one step. He looked like he lost a couple steps. So maybe he was slow, or maybe he was whatever. And in my opinion, Ed Reed is probably, with Ronnie Lott, is one of the best safeties that has ever played in this game. But Ed Reed is nothing but instincts. That dude, you just put him back in your secondary and you just let him ball hawk. And he reads defense, he figures stuff out, and that's how he helps you out. He does not help rookies out. He does not help the younger safeties out, because the coaches are letting Ed Reed do anything, but the guys behind him, no, you got to do this, 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 and this. And that's how it's been with Ed Reed. So I don't think it'll be a good help for us moving forward. Charles Woodson, maybe, but it's the same thing. He's long in the tooth, and I hate to get to that point where, we were there before with Eddie George and all these other things, where we go and grab an aging star and put him in there, and hopefully, he's the key that's going to bring us back to a championship form when he was on actually a better team that didn't help them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a real big fan of Charles Woodson either. Let's keep going. Jairus Byrd, he's gone. He's franchised. I do like Quinn from Houston. If we can afford him, he would be a perfect addition. And also William Moore from Atlanta would also be a good one. All right, let's go to another question. Here we go. And he said, this is a deep safety class. Andre, my boy, says this is a deep safety class. Golston, Delmas has injury issues also. Quinn's great. William Moore is very, very good. He's physical and he can cover. Kenny Phillips, injury prone. LaRon Landry, injury prone. So there's some real good cool safeties out there, but I really don't want to bring another player in here. How much ever I love Delmas, I just don't want to bring another player in here that has injury questions. I mean, we have enough. Bring somebody in here solid. If they have injuries once we bring them in, then hey, it's just our bad luck. We need to talk to our weightlifting people. Swade, Suade, sorry, I'm butchering names. Says, within region and live, I'd like to see Reggie Bush or Deshaun Golston be a Cowboy next year. I'm glad he brought up Reggie Bush because I've said that before. We need someone that could be a kind of like a slash, like a Percy Harvin or a Reggie Bush that could be like a receiver and a running back also to cover two things. Just in case that Miles is not in the game. I feel at wide receiver with Miles, and I will go into this further, I feel Dez and Dwayne Harris can be the outside guys, and you put Miles in the slot. And when Miles is available, then he gives us a huge upside. If Miles is not available, you get that third guy, that running back / wide receiver, and you utilize him more in the slot. I think that's a perfect thing. But Reggie Bush, probably too expensive, too big of a name to come with us. I said back, I think Bush in Dallas is a match made in TMZ heaven, like Kanye and Kim. I mean, Bush in Dallas, it'll be all over. That's something that's something to beware. Next question. Let's go to Tommy Scott from Sports T4NK. He says offensive guard Andy Levitra, which I really like. I really like this right here. Andy Levitra is something that we could use inside. He's definitely an upgrade from what we have. So he's definitely one of my favorites, and I'll look into him much more deeper. Only way I know him is from Madden. I like him in Madden also, but I will look into him more as far as what he's actually done in the last couple of years. But everything I've read on him so far, I really, 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 really like. Let's keep on going. All you guys, everybody is tweeting me, getting to see their name on YouTube right now. Isn't that awesome? Except Eric DeWall, frat brother from college, Philly fan. Next question. Where did it go? A lot of people talking. All right. I think that was all of them. Bradley Klemetsky, I did good on that one, says that center is our biggest need. I'm sick and tired of seeing Romo having the ball snapped over his head every freaking year, really. Yeah, we definitely need a center, but signing Costa means we're going to give Costa a real good hard look at that. And then after Costa, we have McKenzie tied up, and McKenzie played center kind of well. I think we're just going to go with the best guy available on our squad at center. Here we have Fernando says, could the Cowboys go after right tackle Eric Winston? If it works with the salary cap, I'm good with getting rid of Free and bringing in Eric Winston. But I really kind of want a left tackle and put Tyron back over to the right. If we move up in the draft, if we move up in the draft, I want one of those left tackles. That's the only thing I want to move up to get. The rest of the guys, the defensive tackle, we can find stuff later and stuff like that. I don't want to waste money on a tackle too much in free agency because they cost so much money. So we have to check and see what Eric Winston is worth, and is it a cheaper option than Doug Free? I know he cannot be worse than Doug Free, but then we'll be keeping Tyron over in the left, and I think Tyron might be better on the right side. Not too sure. Oh, and one safety we forgot. Thanks, Greg Arrington. Patrick Chung. I think he would fit in with what we're trying to do here also. But we need to look in all the safeties. And I really do think if we're going to bring a safety in, he's going to have to be better than Gerald Sensabaugh. If we bring a safety in that's not as good as Gerald Sensabaugh, then releasing Sensabaugh made no sense whatsoever. So there it is. All right. Again, Monday I will have the live show. We will go through every free agent out there possible that the Cowboys could address. We really don't know where our pocketbooks are because we don't know if we're going to still have Spencer or not, and we don't know what Tony Romo's restructure is going to look like. So we got those to figure into salary cap before we go out shopping for free agents. And I hate shopping for free agents anyway. They're all overpriced, completely overpriced. All right, guys. See you on Monday, and tell me happy anniversary. 13 years, 13, 12, 13 years. Wow. All right, peace out.